Hello there. Well, I'm back from a holiday. What a great time I had. Really did enjoy it. But I've been reading recently about the changes to the road traffic law, which I feel I should pass on as a member of the community. I feel it my duty to highlight these things in case you've missed them. And it would be very remiss of me if you got a fine because you've done something that you could have avoided. Anyway, the one thing that's come about is the new fines for using a mobile phone. The fine's gone up to £200 and it's still 6 points. The thing that they've stopped you doing now was there was a loophole that if you were using your mobile phone to take pictures or video, there was a loophole that allowed you to do that. Now that loophole is being closed, so you will no longer be able to get around that excuse of saying that you were taking a picture or video whilst driving. The other thing is that they're proposing is a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit around towns. As I found out, they're trialling this in Wales at the moment, where they're doing their doing this little trial around town. So that's something to watch out for as you speed through town. And the proposed changes that are coming up are regarding the hierarchy of vehicles on the road. Number one priority is pedestrians. Pedestrians have right of way on the pavement, on the road, anywhere. It's now up to you as a road user to ensure the safety of pedestrians. Before, at a zebra crossing, the pedestrian had to put his foot on the crossing and wait for the traffic to stop. The law has changed. The pedestrian no longer has to wait for the traffic to stop. He can just step onto the crossing and start crossing, and you've got to do an emergency stop. Yeah, I can see a lot of things happening there. I do prefer it when the pedestrians put their foot on the crossing and allow the traffic to come to a stop before they proceeded. I can see a few people getting knocked over. Anyway, the next in the priority is cyclists. Third on the list is horses. Then comes cars and taxis. Then comes vans and minibuses. Next comes heavy goods vehicles. Let me just check my notes 1 second. Yes, I was correct. That is the order. Pedestrians, cyclists, horse riders, then motorcyclists, then cars and taxis, then vans and minibuses, and last but not least is the large passenger vehicles and heavy goods vehicles. The other thing that's coming about now is the distance between you and the vehicle that you're overtaking. The law will change and we will have to give a 2-meter gap between you and the vehicle that you're overtaking. So for a cyclist, you have to give him 2 meters. For a parked car, you have to give them 2 meters. For a horse, you have to give them 2 meters. Pedestrians, you have to give them 2 meters. So that's something to bear in mind. So when you decide that you're going to skim the elbow of a cyclist or drive within the door opening zone of a parked car, you might find yourself with a fine. I know myself and many other cyclists carry dash cams or video cameras, action cameras on their bikes, and a lot of cars carry rear-facing dash cams or front-facing dash cams. So you may find, probably, you may find yourself at the end of a bit of a fine for driving too close to the vehicle that you're overtaking. So just bear that in mind. And the other interesting point that's coming about is what they call the Dutch reach. When you're a car driver and you want to exit your vehicle, instead of using the hand that's closest to the door to open your car door, you now have to reach across with the other hand twisting your body so you're facing the mirror, the car door mirror, and so you can see what's coming. This is if you parked correctly, of course, in line with the flow of traffic. But yes, you must open your car door with the Dutch reach, and how they're going to enforce that, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, you get the idea. You reach across with the other hand, you check the car door mirror to see if anybody's coming, and you open your car door. And then everybody's safe. There are other changes proposed. It's all about air pollution and pollution charges and stuff like this. Oh, and electric cars will now have to carry a green number plate. And there's also laws about automatic driving, where you can allow your car to steer for you. And the other thing is speed limiters. After 2021, was it 2022? Anyway, something like that. So next year we will see new cars coming in with speed limiters. This will mean that the speed of your car will warn the driver that he's exceeding the speed limit, and if the car driver doesn't slow down, the engine management system will slow the car down. It can be overridden for overtaking and things like that. So yes, this will be fun to watch. Idiots trying to overtake, their car suddenly slows down halfway between overtaking cars where they shouldn't be and having to pull back in again. That will be so funny to see. Anyway, so there's some of the changes to the law that are coming up, and something that we should all be aware of in the UK. This is in UK, on the British Isles. The traffic laws will be changing soon. It's all whether they fine-tune those proposed changes or not, I don't know. But it's something to look out for. And if you haven't read the Highway Code in a long time, I would suggest that you go to the government website and download a copy. It doesn't take. I mean, if you've read it once, it just takes a couple of minutes to read through the various sections. I would look at. There's a couple of things like a yellow box, the yellow hatched box. Have a look at that. The rules on that. Not a lot of people know those rules. Probably the last time they looked at the Highway Code was about 20 years ago when they took their driving test. But yeah, you will find that some of the rules have changed in the last 20 odd years. So anyway, I'm going to go and edit this and upload it. And then I might do a little video on the Insta360 Go 2 camera. I'll give my honest review, as I paid for that camera myself. It might not be what you want to hear, but it'll be truthful. Anyway, so if you want to hear that video, hit the like and subscribe button, and then you'll get and the bell button for notifications, and then you'll get my next video when that comes out. Okay, bye.